are you? Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. Hopefully it won't take any more than 10 minutes. And thank you too for your patience as we scurry around trying to rethink, reorganize the whole of the MBA program and numerous other programs in this strange, unusual set of circumstances that we find ourselves in. The most important thing for everybody, I hope, is that you are safe and well, and that those people you care about and care for are also safe and well. And so that's why we're all bunkering down and getting what we need to do done, but maintaining some distance. Hopefully I'm more than arm's reach from you right now. So, reason for calling, reason for making this video. Number one, I wanted to thank you for your patience. I want you to know that I do not underestimate how disconcerting and how stressful this whole experience has been for you. Secondly, I want to spend a little bit of time just showing you how I've reorganized Canvas and how I've reorganized the course so that you know what you're looking for and know what to expect and where to find it. And then lastly, I just want to make sure that you're 100% prepared for our first webinar, which will be next Saturday. So at the end of this little video, I'm just going to give you some tips and tricks for getting ready for that. So let me find here. Oh, sorry, ducked out of view there for a second. Let me just find here the screen, and you you should be able to see the screen now. And what you can see is pretty much, I believe, what Canvas looks like for you. Now, first thing, you'll notice lots of announcements, and announcements, actually, they're going to keep coming for some time at the moment. So some of you will find that that's really annoying. Second, some of you won't be getting them at all. So what I want you to do, if either of those are happening to you, is to go into the profile area of Canvas and change your settings. Now, if the announcements are annoying you and stressing you, by all means reduce the number of occasions that you're getting them. You might want to get a weekly digest or something, but don't turn them off altogether, and perhaps think about things that are date critical, like assignments in particular. If there's a change or something to an assignment, you probably want to get that straight away. If you're not getting them at all, it could be that you've got your notifications turned off already and you might want to fix that. Or secondly, it might be that they're going to your student email and you're not checking that. Now, I'm not 100% sure about whether you can change your settings so that you get announcements at your preferred email address, but go and check, see what you can do. Another solution for that particular problem is there is an app a Canvas app that you can use on your smartphone, and that way you'll be getting announcements as and when they come through. So the other thing that you'll find is many of your teachers will be using this area here, the program overview, to really outline what the changes are and to provide a kind of cut down syllabus for you. I'm not going to do that. I am a much better teacher than I am a website developer, and I am significantly concerned that with so many changes going on, I'm going to miss something, or I'm going to have typos, or I'm going to duplicate something inconsistently, and that's going to cause you and me stress. So what I've done instead is I've made sure every date critical event is in the calendar. And then this area here, the course summary, basically outlines every date critical event. So that includes things like due dates for assignments, but also all of our webinars. You can click through in relation to each of these. So I'm just clicking through to a webinar now, and it will take you straight into the calendar with the assignment task open. Because of the funny way I've got the screen, that looks a bit odd. Let me just take it up into the calendar and we'll click on it again. When you click here, you will see that I have got in every single webinar event 2 sections, a before we start section, which sets out everything that you need to do and prepare in order to come into that webinar 100% ready to go, and then also a meeting agenda. So what it is that we're going to be talking about in that meeting, including links to, and these will get updated over the course of the next few weeks, anything that you need to print out or be ready to have with you. So with that first one, let's just go and check what it is that you need to do. If you click on the topic, it takes you into the modules area, and you'll see that you have got all of these topic 1 readings to do before we start. Now, it looks like a lot, and it is a lot, but your study time had already started and you're supposed to be already working through that material in readiness for the intensive. So give it a go. You might not understand everything straight away, but really give it a go. Little kind of cheat trick. We will spend more time in the first half of the topic than the second half of the topic. So at the very, very minimum, I want you to try and get through the first half of the topic. What you'll find as you work through then is that modules are also set up to be linear, to be like a chronological agenda of what we're going to do. And before each webinar, you will see there are the topics that you need to cover. So by the time we get to webinar number 2, I'm expecting you to have worked through all of the materials in topic 2. Now you'll see after topic 1, topics get significantly shorter. On at least 1 week, there is no reading material in between webinars, and that's because you're going to be working very hard on your group project in that week. Other weeks, there might be 2, but again, they're much, much smaller, even when there's 2 topics to get through than when you had to work all the way through topic 1. So I think you'll find it all quite straightforward and manageable. The last thing I wanted to talk to you about was getting yourself prepared for the very first webinar. So first thing you need to do is the reading. Sorry, no way around that. Reading, by the way, I just say reading loosely, but what you will find is there's written material and diagrams on the Canvas pages. There are links to compulsory readings, and there are links to video and other kind of media that you can watch and listen to. And so that's what I mean by working your way through the topic. You'll find actually that every topic has at the end of it this last page, the topic number, and want to know more, further readings and resources. I don't expect you to have done the further readings for the topics. What I expect you to have done is everything up to that point, and then the further readings are there really to clarify something if you don't understand it, usually best after the webinar, or if you just get really interested and passionate in something, you can follow up starting with those. The next thing that they'll be useful for is your very final essay task, which is confusingly called task number 1 from memory. In that task, you're looking to do a deep dive. And so these resources will help you find things in the literature to have a look at. So back to the webinar. You have to do the reading, you have to do the preparation. Secondly, there is a printable, a PDF. I would like to make sure you've got a printed copy of it with you by your side. In the webinar, you're going to be matched with somebody else, and you're going to be working through those worksheets to design something for that other person, and they're going to be working through designing something for you. And we're going to do basically a design thinking sprint, a really quick and dirty look at the whole of the process before we start drilling into the individual pieces. So the other thing I'd like you to have with you is a marker, like a Sharpie, something that's quite thick. So the reason that it needs to be thick is you're going to need to share your pictures with your friend. That's a somewhat maniacal friend that I've drawn down the bottom. Facial expression, it's all in the eyebrows. And when you've got nice thick marker, it's easy for them to see. Which brings us to your equipment. Ideally, you will have a computer with a webcam, and you'll be able to turn that webcam on. You'll be able to look your new companion in the eye and talk to them, and you'll be able to see them, because it's going to be important for you to look at their reactions to your design and to allow them to respond to your reactions to their design. It's all part of the exercise. So if you don't have a computer with a webcam, or that's just not going to work for you, smartphone will work really well as well. I'm using the Zoom software, and you should be able to turn that on, and you should be able to use that. You'll be able to flip your camera around to take a photo of your drawings or your worksheet as you go through, and we'll find ways to share that. Now look, nobody knows what they're doing here. This is a whole brave new way of presenting this course, but I'm quite sure that we're going to make it work. And yes, there will be parts of it that are not as we originally envisaged, but there are going to be parts of it that are way better, because we're going to use empathy, we're going to use design thinking skills to really make this a really valuable learning experience for you, and one, well, let's face it, you'll never forget. Take care, and I'm really, really looking forward to meeting you next week. Cheers.